Hello and welcome to Banish Paper Piles. I've been thinking about doing this for a long time, so I'm taking advantage of this enforced time at home to share with you some just very basic, quick tips for how to deal with piles of paper. And a lot of us have some of those, particularly those of us who didn't grow up in the digital age. And we may have digital clutter and paper clutter. But today we're going to talk about paper clutter. And I'm going to be using some things, some boxes and things from Amazon, because right now with COVID-19 going on, a lot of us are stuck at home. We don't have time to go shop for organizing supplies, even though you can get them on Amazon. But work with what you have. You don't need to invest a lot of money to declutter your papers, or really for most organizing tasks. You don't need to find the perfect solution. Now, any organizing project that you do, I suggest that you use a timer, and you can use any kind of timer. I'm going to be using a kitchen timer today, and I'm going to set it for 20 minutes. And there's a number of reasons for that. First of all, if you're experiencing any procrastination and you really don't want to do the papers, then you can set your timer for a short period of time and convince yourself, I can definitely do this for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. And once you get started, you might find that it's really not as hard as you thought, and you might want to continue. But I suggest that if you do choose to continue after your 20-minute timer goes off, that you reset the timer. Because what we want to avoid is overdoing it and becoming exhausted and then not wanting to come back to the project if you haven't completed it. So that's my first tip, is to mind your time, use a timer of some sort. And most of us have timers on our phones. I have one on my computer. And then you want to gather your supplies. And I do have a PDF resource which I'll supply to help you with this. But your basic supplies are file folders if you have them. If you don't, you can even just take a piece of cardboard and create separators for your papers. Put a little sticky note or even a piece of paper with tape on it to create dividers. Use whatever you have. I also have standing by some super sticky notes, a Sharpie, a pencil. In here I have other office supplies, which I doubt that I'll need, but you never know. I've got a staple puller, whiteout, and scissors, and a couple of other things. And one thing that I really do suggest that you have is something to write on. It can be a clipboard, a notepad, any kind of slip of paper. But as you go through your papers, you are likely to come across things that you need to do. We could talk more about whether you want to do them now or not, but what I'm going to suggest is that instead of taking time to do the things, make the phone call, write the check, whatever comes up when you're doing your paper sorting, that for this initial 20 minutes or however long you've decided, that instead of doing that, you just jot down your to-do task, okay? And that way you can move forward and be satisfied. Our goal here is for you to feel like you've made progress at the end. So, move you in a little closer. This is literally just a random paper pile that I picked up from the top of my filing cabinet. These were things that needed to be filed. So this is going to be a temporary filing system, and then ultimately they'll go into my permanent filing system. First one from Centura Health. This is medical. Okay, so there it goes. All right, this is actually something that for me is inspirational. I don't have a category for that yet, so I'm going to put it in miscellaneous. I probably will make a category for that because that's an important category for me. This is a workshop overview chart. So that is work. For me, that's work. Blog posts to marinate. That's also work. And then we have your dreaded envelope. So this one, I'm not going to take time to sort out what's in here. I'm going to put it in miscellaneous for now. You might want to have a to-do folder as well. That's a Facebook group that I was interested in checking out. I'll put that in work. These were probably content ideas. I'm going to stick that in miscellaneous as well. This looks like a to-do list, which I believe has been completed. So I'm going to pop that into my recycling container. I forgot to mention that you will want to have something handy to put your recycling in, and you'll probably also want to have a trash can of some sort. So I have those two things here. Okay. All righty. Here we have a list of my clients, not a complete list, but a partial list. Call that work. This is a privacy policy from my Target credit card. If I need to keep that at all, I'm going to put it in money. This is, again, inspirational about abundance. I'm going to put that in here. This is a virtual organizing client agreement. That's going to go in work. This was to do. I need to order some more hemp oil. So I'm going to put that right back here. I'm going to do that later today. This is information about my website and my blog. That's going into work. This is another policies and agreement draft going into work. A couple of other virtual organizing service contracts that I was using to develop mine. Most likely I don't need to keep those anymore since I've already developed mine. But right now I'm just going to show you sorting. And obviously if you're doing this on your own, you're going to spend a little more time making decisions and going ahead and recycling or putting things into your shred container. This is about my newsletter. It's sort of a historical document about my newsletter. Actually, I really don't need that any longer because I have it in digital form. So anything that you have in digital form, you don't necessarily need to keep in paper form unless it's helpful to you to mark things up. This is some resources from an awesome online course that I took. I'm going to put that in work. I could stick it in miscellaneous. Now this is interesting. This is my old resume. I like to keep one copy of it because I'm bad with dates and I can't remember when I did what. So yes, I'm going to just stick that in person. All right. This is also work related, my dream kitchen review. That's one of the resources that I used in one of my blog posts. This is a process that I wrote up of how to take the videos from Zoom and get them into, edit them in iMovie and put them into YouTube. So that I want to type up. So that's work, but it's also a to-do. I happen to have a folder back here called MDO, that's Mindful Decluttering and Organizing To Do. So I'm going to stick that in the front of that folder. If you're going to have to-dos, you might think about separating them at least into personal and work, and you might also consider separating them by where they need to be done, by context. So you might want to have phone to do, computer to do, other categories that relate to when and how you're going to do those things. This is a TJ Maxx card, which I'll probably never use. I'll stick it in money for now. Now, anything that you have a good amount of materials on or that's really important to you, you can create a folder for it, but just keep it broad. We're doing a big sort right now. And later on, we can take an individual folder or section and subdivide it. And that just makes the work go much more quickly. All right, that's already been done, so away it goes. This is a note, a personal note by a friend of mine. All right, there's my timer going off. I've been working for 10 minutes now. All right, so I think you get the idea. I won't keep going through this because I wanted to keep this video short. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at pam@clutterfreenow.com. And I'll also put together a blog post, and I already have a resource called Paper Decluttering and Sorting Guidelines that I can make available with this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've learned how to organize your papers really quickly. Obviously, there are other tasks that will need to be done with some of these things. And those you would want to put on your calendar and estimate how much time you would need to do each task. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoy this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and have a lovely rest of the day.